You weren't born a winner, and you weren't born a loser. You were born a chooser. Every person who has ever achieved something extraordinary started from nothing. They didn't wake up one day with all the answers. They were just like you, searching for something more, struggling with doubt, and wondering if they had what it takes. But the difference between those who rise and those who remain stuck isn't talent, intelligence, or luck. It's the decision to act, to push forward, and to never look back. Right now, you might feel like you're at the bottom. Maybe you're drowning in frustration, watching other people succeed while you feel like you're running in circles. Maybe you've tried to change before, only to fall back into old patterns, making the same excuses, feeling like progress is impossible. Or maybe you've convinced yourself that real success is reserved for other people, those with better connections, better opportunities, or some special advantage you don't have. But let me tell you something. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is action. Not hope, not luck, not waiting for the perfect moment, just action. This book isn't about slow, steady progress. It's about acceleration. It's about flipping the switch in your mind and creating unstoppable momentum. The fast track to success isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to step up, commit, and do what it takes. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You just need to start. What separates those who stay stuck from those who break through isn't some hidden secret. It's not about intelligence, good fortune, or being in the right place at the right time. It's about mindset. It's about discipline. It's about making decisions and refusing to quit, even when things get hard. Most people wait. They wait for motivation, for the right opportunity, for the fear to disappear. But those who succeed know the truth. Action creates motivation. You don't wait until you feel ready. You move, and the confidence follows. This book will show you exactly how to break free from hesitation, fear, and self-doubt. You learn how to think like a winner, how to develop the habits that fuel rapid success, and how to take massive action. Even when you don't feel like it, you'll discover how to shift your mindset from passive to aggressive, from doubtful to determined, and from average to unstoppable. The goal isn't to change your life someday. The goal is to change your life now. You weren't meant to live a life of frustration, watching others rise while you remain stuck. You weren't meant to be a spectator in your own story. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't a matter of luck. It's a matter of decision. And right now, you have a choice. You can keep doing what you've always done, playing it safe, waiting for life to hand you an opportunity. Or you can take control. You can decide that from this moment forward, nothing will hold you back. You can choose to step onto the fast track, to leave behind hesitation and doubt, and to claim the future you deserve. No more waiting. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more standing on the sidelines. It's time to go from zero to hero. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Momentum. And a life you never thought possible. Which path will you take? Most people spend their lives waiting. They wait for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or for motivation to strike. But the truth is, those who succeed don't wait. They decide. They don't have all the answers when they start. They don't always feel ready, but they move anyway, because they understand that action is what creates motivation. not the other way around. The myth of readiness, one of the biggest lies we tell ourselves, is, I'll start when I'm ready. But let's be honest. When will that be? Next week? Next month? Next year? Readiness is an illusion. If you wait until you feel prepared, you'll be waiting forever. The people you admire, the ones who seem to have it all figured out, didn't start because they were ready. They started because they refused to let fear stop them. Excuses or results. You can't have both. Think about the last time you wanted to make a change but didn't. What stopped you? Was it a lack of time? Fear of failure? The belief that you weren't good enough? Every excuse seems valid in the moment. But in the end, they all lead to the same place, nowhere. Right now, you have a choice. Keep making excuses or start getting results. You can't have both. The power of a single decision, every success story, begins with one moment. The moment someone decides to go all in. It's not a gradual shift. It's a snap decision. 1 second, you're stuck. The next, you're in motion. The difference, a commitment to act, no matter what. This is your moment. Right here, right now. Your first step starts now. Success isn't about knowing the whole plan. It's about taking the first step, then the next, and adjusting as you go. The journey from zero to hero doesn't happen overnight. But it starts the second you stop waiting and start moving. So what will it be? Will you keep watching others rise while you stay stuck? Or will you make the decision that changes everything? The choice is yours. Let's move forward. Chapter 2. Breaking free from limiting beliefs. What if the biggest thing holding you back isn't your circumstances, your past, or your resources, but your own mind? The stories you tell yourself determine your reality. If you believe you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not lucky enough, then that belief becomes your truth. But here's the secret. Your thoughts are not facts. They are habits, and habits can be changed. The lies you've been told from the moment we're born were fed beliefs. By society, by our families, by past failures. Some of these beliefs serve us, but many of them chain us to mediocrity. Maybe you've heard things like, success is for special people. I'm just not meant for greatness. I don't have what it takes. These aren't truths. They're mental programs you've been running for years, and if you don't rewrite them, they will control your future. Rewiring your mind for success. Your brain is a machine. It learns from repetition. If you tell yourself you're not capable, your brain will look for proof. But if you tell yourself you're unstoppable, your brain will start finding ways to make that a reality. The key is rewiring your mental programming by replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Try this. Take a moment to identify one belief that has held you back. Now flip it. If you've told yourself, I'm not good at this, change it to, I am learning and improving every day. If you've said, I'll never be successful, switch it to, I am building my success step by step. It may feel unnatural at first, but repetition creates new mental pathways. Keep at it until the new belief feels more real than the old one. Doubt kills more dreams than failure, ever. Most people don't fail because they lack talent or opportunity. They fail because they never start. And they never start because they doubt themselves. But here's the truth. Doubt is just fear in disguise, and fear is nothing but a projection of what might go wrong. What if, instead of focusing on failure, you started focusing on what might go right. Your challenge: prove your old beliefs wrong for the next 24 hours. Pay attention to every limiting belief that pops into your mind. Write it down. Then ask yourself, is this fact, or is this just a thought I've repeated so many times that I believe it? Next, take one small action to challenge that belief. If you've always told yourself you're bad at speaking up, say something in a meeting or conversation. If you've believed you're not disciplined, complete a task you've been putting off. Every time you take action against your limiting beliefs, you weaken them. And when you weaken them enough, they lose all their power. Your new identity starts now. You are not who you were yesterday. You are who you decide to be today. The old beliefs that have held you back don't define you unless you let them. The question is, are you ready to rewrite your story? If so, let's move to the next step, Chapter 3. The power of relentless action. You don't need more motivation. You don't need a perfect plan. What you need is to take action, massive, relentless, and immediate action. Most people wait for the right time, the right opportunity, or the right mindset before they start. That's why most people stay stuck. The secret to success isn't thinking about it. It's doing something about it. Motion versus action. The trap most people fall into, there's a difference between being busy and being productive. Many people confuse motion with action. Motion feels like progress. It's planning, researching, preparing. It tricks you into thinking you're moving forward, when in reality, you're just spinning your wheels. Action, on the other hand, creates real results. Motion. Reading about success, making a vision board, setting goals. Action. Making a call, starting a project, launching your idea today. Which one have you been doing? Why most people never start. Fear is the biggest killer of action. Fear of failure. Fear of what others will think. Fear of making the wrong move. But here's the truth. Inaction is the only real failure. You will never have all the answers before you start. But starting is the only way to find the answers. Think about this. How many ideas have you had that you never acted on? How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? Now ask yourself, where would I be if I had started 6 months ago? The time will pass anyway. The only question is whether you'll use it to move forward or stay where you are. The 5-second rule: destroy hesitation. Hesitation is the enemy of action. The longer you wait, the more your mind will talk you out of it. There's a simple trick to break this cycle, the 5-second rule. If you have an idea or feel the urge to act, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then move. Don't overthink. Don't debate. Just take action before doubt creeps in. Want to send that email? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit send. Want to get out of bed and work out? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Want to start your business? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Write the first step now. Small actions build momentum. And once momentum starts, it's hard to stop. Massive imperfect action. The shortcut to success: most people want things to be perfect before they start. But perfection is the enemy of progress. The most successful people don't wait for the perfect moment. They take massive imperfect action. They start before they feel ready. They fail fast and adjust. They focus on progress, not perfection. If you wait until everything is perfect, you'll never start. But if you start now, you'll be miles ahead while everyone else is still getting ready. Your challenge: take immediate action. Reading this book won't change your life, Taking action will. Right now, before you turn the page, do something that moves you forward. It doesn't have to be huge. Just something real. Message someone who can help you. Take the first step on a project you've been delaying. Do the thing you've been afraid to do. Whatever it is, do it now. Success belongs to those who act. Are you one of them? Let's find out. Chapter 4, the no excuses mindset. Excuses are the chains that keep you stuck. Every time you say, I don't have time, I don't have the resources, or I'll start when I'm ready, you're reinforcing a prison of your own making. The truth. Successful people face the same challenges as you. The only difference is they refuse to let excuses win. Excuses ownership. The line that separates success and failure. There are two types of people in this world. Excuse makers. They blame circumstances, bad luck, or outside forces for why they're not where they want to be. Action takers. They take full responsibility for their progress, no matter the obstacles. Which one are you? Be honest with yourself. If you've been making excuses, this is the moment to stop. You can either have excuses or results, but never both. The time excuse. I don't have enough time. Everyone has the same 24 hours. The difference is how you use them. You say you don't have time. But what about the hours spent scrolling on your phone? Watching TV? Complaining about not having time? The problem isn't time, it's priority. Successful people make time for what matters. If something is important to you, schedule it like an unmissable appointment and treat it that way. The talent excuse. I'm not good enough. No one starts out an expert. Every master was once a beginner. The only way to get better is to start before you feel ready. Talent doesn't create success. Repetition and persistence do. The sooner you stop waiting to be good and start taking action, the faster you'll improve. The luck excuse. They had it easier than me. Maybe other people had advantages you didn't. Maybe they had money, connections, or a better starting point. So what? Plenty of people with every advantage still fail, while plenty of people with nothing rise to greatness. The difference isn't resources, it's resourcefulness. Stop focusing on what you don't have and start using what you do have. Obstacles aren't roadblocks, they're tests. Will you give up, or will you find a way? How to kill your excuses for good. Catch them in the moment. The next time you hear yourself making an excuse, stop. Recognize it for what it is. A lie designed to keep you comfortable. Flip the script. Instead of, I don't have time, say, I will make time. Instead of, I'm not good enough, say, I'm getting better every day. Take immediate action. The second you notice an excuse creeping in, do something, anything, to prove it wrong. Your challenge. Own everything for the next 24 hours. Take full ownership of your actions. No blaming, no excuses. If something isn't working, find a way to fix it. If you want something, make it happen. The moment you stop making excuses is the moment you take back control of your life. Success is waiting, but only for those who refuse to be held back. No more excuses. No more delays. It's time to move forward. Let's go. Chapter 5. The fearless mindset. Turning fear into power. Fear isn't the enemy. Fear is fuel. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of the unknown. It's all energy. The question is, will you let it control you? Or will you You control it. Fear will never disappear. So stop waiting for it to. If you've been waiting for fear to go away before you take action, you'll be waiting forever. It only waits and vanishes with time. It only weakens with action. The people who seem fearless aren't immune to fear. They've just learned that pushing forward despite fear is what makes it lose its power. You're afraid to start. They're afraid to start. You're afraid of failure. That means you care enough to try. You're afraid of judgment. That means you're doing something worth noticing. Your fear is proof that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. What's on the other side of fear? What's on the other side of fear? Think about something you were once afraid of. Maybe public speaking, starting a new job, or trying something completely new. Now think about how that fear felt after you actually did it. It probably wasn't as bad as you imagined. That's the truth about fear. It's always bigger in your mind than it is in reality. The moment you face it, it shrinks. The fastest way to destroy fear. Take immediate action. Fear thrives in hesitation. The longer you wait, the stronger it grows. But the second you move, fear loses its grip. Use this formula. Feel the fear act anyway. Watch it disappear. Afraid to speak up. Say something immediately. Afraid to start that project. Begin right now. Afraid of failing. Take one small step forward. Fear hates action. The more you move, the less power it has. Failure is part of the process. Embrace it. Most people fear failure so much that they never try. But failure is the price of success. Every successful person has failed many times. The difference? They didn't see failure as the end. They saw it as data, feedback, and proof that they were growing. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job. Steve Jobs was removed from the company he started. They didn't let failure define them. They used it to get better. Will you? Your challenge. Do something that scares you right now. Think of one thing you've been avoiding because of fear. It doesn't matter how big or small. Commit to doing it in the next 24 hours. If you've been afraid to start something, take the first step. If you've been afraid to speak up, say what's on your mind. If you've been afraid of failing, fail fast and learn faster. The only way to become fearless is to act before fear can stop you. Fear is no longer your enemy. It's your fuel. Use it. Let's move forward. Chapter 6. The relentless pursuit of greatness, good enough, is the enemy of greatness. Most people settle, not because they have to, but because they choose comfort over challenge. But those who rise above, those who achieve the impossible, have one thing in common. They refuse to stop until they reach their full potential. If you want to go from zero, you can't just work hard. Why most people settle for less? Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they stop too soon. They start strong, but when things get hard, they slow down. They face resistance. And instead of pushing through, they retreat. They reach a certain level of success, then get comfortable. The difference between average and unstoppable is the ability to keep going when others quit. The Kobe Bryant mentality. No days off. Kobe Bryant didn't become one of the greatest basketball players of all time because he was naturally gifted. He became great because he outworked everyone. He practiced when others slept. He trained when others rested. He refused to settle. That's the mindset you need. If you want to separate yourself from the pack, you must be willing to do what others want. When they stop, you keep going. When they slow down, you speed up. When they doubt you, you use it as fuel. Are you interested or committed? There's a massive difference between being interested in success and being committed to it. Interested people work hard when they feel like it. Committed people work hard no matter what. When you're truly committed, you don't make excuses. You don't wait for motivation. You don't stop when it gets tough. You push, grind, and demand more from yourself every single day. The 100% rule. How to become unstoppable. Most people give 50%, 60%, maybe 80% effort. That's why they get average results. If you want extraordinary results, you must give 100%. All in, no holding back, no playing it safe. Show up when you don't feel like it. Do the work even when no one is watching. Push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. Your challenge. Level up your effort for the next 7 days. Commit to going all in on your goals. No half effort, no playing small. If you work out, push harder than ever before. If you're building something, put in extra time. If you're chasing a goal, eliminate distractions and attack it with focus. Greatness isn't given, it's taken. It belongs to those who refuse to quit. Are you one of them? Let's find out. Chapter 7. Breaking through limits. Your limits are an illusion. The barriers you think are stopping you. Your fears, your doubts, your past failures are nothing but stories you've been telling yourself. The truth? You are far more capable than you realize, but you will never know your true potential unless you push beyond what feels possible. The only way to grow is to break through. The lies you tell yourself. Most people live within invisible walls, boundaries they believe they can't cross. They say things like, "I'm not good at that. That's just the way I am. I could never do that." But here's the reality. Those limits are self-imposed. They exist only because you've accepted them as truth. And the second you challenge them, they begin to crumble. The 40% rule. You have more in the tank. The Navy SEALs have a saying. When your mind tells you you're done, you're only at 40% of your true capacity. That means when you feel exhausted, when you feel like you've given everything, you still have 60% more to give. Think about that. What would happen if you pushed past the moment you normally stop? If you're running and want to quit, go a little farther. If you're working and feel drained, push through for another hour. If you've hit a wall in life, climb over it instead of turning back. Your mind gives up before your body does. Train yourself to go beyond the moment where most people quit. The comfort zone is your enemy. The greatest threat to your success isn't failure, it's comfort. Comfort is the place where growth dies, where potential fades, where dreams go to waste. If you're too comfortable, you're not growing. If it's easy, you're not pushing hard enough. If it doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. You don't become great by staying safe. You become great by stepping into discomfort and proving to yourself that you can handle it. Your challenge: do something that feels impossible right now. Think of something you've convinced yourself you can't do. Then make the decision to prove yourself wrong. Go harder. Go longer. Go further. Whatever limit you thought you had, it's time to break through, because on the other side of that limit is the person you're meant to become. Chapter 8. The discipline of success motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Some days, you wake up ready to conquer the world, and other days, you don't even want to get out of bed. That's why discipline is the foundation of success. It's what separates those who achieve greatness from those who almost do. Winners don't wait to feel like it. They show up and do the work every single day. Why discipline beats motivation. Every time motivation is based on feelings, and feelings are inconsistent. Some days you'll feel fired up. Some days you'll feel exhausted. Some days you won't feel like doing anything at all. Discipline doesn't care about feelings. It doesn't ask if you're in the mood. It doesn't let excuses take over. It's the commitment to taking action no matter what. How to build unbreakable discipline: set non-negotiables. Decide right now what must get done no matter what. These aren't things you try to do. They're things that are automatic. Work out, non-negotiable. Work on your goals, non-negotiable. Keep your word to yourself, non-negotiable. Create a routine that removes choice. The less you have to think, the easier it is to stay disciplined. Build habits so strong that skipping them isn't even an option. Use the 2-minute rule. On days when you don't feel like doing something, commit to doing it for just 2 minutes. Once you start, momentum takes over. Eliminate distractions. Remove anything that tempts you to break your commitment. Success isn't just about willpower. It's about creating an environment that supports your discipline. Master the art of showing up. Even if you can't give 100%, give something. A weak workout is better than none. Writing 1 paragraph is better than nothing. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Your challenge: win the next 24 hours. Discipline isn't built in a day, but it is built daily. Forget about next week or next month. Just focus on winning today. Stick to your commitments. Do what you said you would. Show up even when you don't feel like it. If you can win today, you can win tomorrow. And if you can keep winning, nothing will stop you. Success belongs to the discipline. Are you ready to claim it? Chapter 9. Mastering the art of focused distraction is the silent killer of success. Every day, you're bombarded with notifications, social media, endless entertainment, and 1,000 excuses to put off what really matters. The ability to focus deeply, relentlessly, is what will separate you from everyone else. If you can master your focus, you can master your future. Why most people can't focus: the modern world is designed to steal your attention. Social media is engineered to keep you scrolling. Your phone buzzes every few minutes, demanding your attention. People constantly pull you in different directions. Most people don't struggle with lack of time. They struggle with lack of focus. The hours are there. The energy is there. The problem is they're constantly distracted. How to become laser-focused if you want results? You have to eliminate distractions and lock in. Here's how. Protect your environment. The more distractions around you, the harder it is to focus. Create a space that helps you concentrate. Phone off, notifications silenced, and no temptations nearby. Set clear priorities. Not everything matters. Figure out the 1 or 2 things that will move you forward the fastest, and give them your full attention. Time block relentlessly. Schedule your deep work like an unbreakable appointment. If it's not planned, it won't happen. Use the 90-30 rule. Work with extreme focus for 90 minutes, then take a 30-minute break. This keeps your brain sharp and prevents burnout. Say no a lot. Every time you say Yes to distractions. You're saying no to your goals. Be ruthless about protecting your time. The hidden power of doing one thing at a time, multitasking, is a myth. Your brain isn't wired to focus on multiple things at once. It's switching back and forth, and every switch kills your efficiency. Instead, go all in on one task. Whether you're working, training, or learning, give it your full, undivided attention. You'll accomplish more in an hour of deep focus than most people do in a full day of scattered effort. Your challenge: take control of your focus for the next 24 hours. Turn off notifications. Choose one task and give it your full attention. Block out time to work deeply. No interruptions, no distractions. If you can control your focus, you can control your destiny. The world is full of distractions. Winners are the ones who refuse to get lost in them. Will you be one of them? Chapter 10. The Power of Resilience. Turning pain into strength. Life will test you. It will knock you down, throw obstacles in your path, and make you question whether you're strong enough to keep going. Most people break under pressure, but the ones who rise, the ones who turn pain into power, they're the ones who win. Resilience isn't just about surviving. It's about coming back stronger every time you get hit. Why most people quit? Everyone loves the idea of success until they experience the struggle that comes with it. That's when most people give up. They face rejection, failure, or unexpected challenges, and instead of pushing forward, they retreat. They start a business but quit when it doesn't take off fast enough. They chase a dream but give up after their first rejection. They set goals but abandon them at the first sign of struggle. What they don't realize is this: success isn't about avoiding struggle, it's about pushing through it. The mindset of the unbreakable, the strongest people in the world have one thing in common: they refuse to let adversity define them. When life gets hard, they don't break, they adapt. They push forward. They refuse to quit. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. What would have happened if they had quit? The world would have never seen their greatness. How to build unshakable resilience: reframe failure as feedback. Every setback is a lesson. Instead of seeing failure as the end, ask, what can I learn from this? How can I come back stronger? Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. Life will throw things at you that are out of your control. Instead of wasting energy on them, focus on what you can control: your effort, your mindset, and your response. Develop a keep moving mentality. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how much it hurts, keep moving. Even small steps forward are better than standing still. Turn pain into power. The struggles you're facing now, they're building you into someone stronger. Every challenge you overcome makes you tougher, sharper, and more unstoppable. Your challenge: prove you can take the hits right now. Think of something that's been holding you back. A challenge, a failure, a hardship. Instead of letting it stop you, make a decision. Use it, learn from it, grow because of it. If you've been knocked down, get back up. If you've been rejected, try again. If you've been struggling, push harder. Pain is temporary. Strength lasts forever. Are you ready to turn your struggles into success? Let's go. Chapter 11. The Price of Success. Are you willing to pay it? Everyone wants success. Few are willing to do what it takes to get it. That's the hard truth. Success doesn't come free. It demands sacrifice. discipline, and an obsession with your goals that most people can't handle. It's why only a small percentage rise to the top, because they're the ones willing to pay the price. The question is, are you? The hidden cost of greatness. Every success story has a cost behind it. While others were partying, sleeping in, and making excuses, the greats were grinding. Elon Musk worked 100-hour weeks to build Tesla and SpaceX. Serena Williams trained every single day, even when she didn't feel like it. Dwayne Johnson wakes up at 4 a.m. to outwork his competition. They didn't get lucky. They sacrificed for it. They suffered for it. And they refused to let anything stand in their way. What are you willing to give up? If you want success, you have to give up the things that hold you back. Comfort. Success demands discomfort. If you're not willing to step outside your comfort zone, you'll never grow. Excuses, you can have results, or you can have excuses. Not both. Distractions. If it's not pushing you forward, it's pulling you back. Cut out the things that waste your time and energy. Approval from others. The road to success is lonely. Not everyone will understand your grind, and that's okay. The rule of relentless effort, here's the truth. Most people won't go all in. They'll give 50%, maybe 70%, and then wonder why they're not seeing results. If you want to separate yourself from the crowd, you have to push harder than everyone else. When they rest, you work. When they slow down, you speed up. When they quit, you keep going. Your challenge: decide what you're willing to sacrifice. Take a hard look at your life right now. What's holding you back? What distractions are stealing your focus? What excuses are keeping you stuck? Now commit to cutting them out. Success doesn't come to those who want it. It comes to those who are obsessed with it. So ask yourself, are you willing to pay the price? Chapter 12. The unstoppable mindset. Becoming a force no one can break. Success isn't just about skill. It's not about talent, luck, or even intelligence. The most powerful weapon you have, your mindset. The way you think determines everything. Whether you win or lose, whether you rise or fall, whether you become unstoppable or fade into the background. The people who achieve the impossible aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who refuse to break. Why most people stay average? Most people never reach their full potential because they let their mindset stop them. They believe the lies their brain tells them. I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. I'll never be as successful as them. But here's the truth. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. If you don't control it, it will control you. How to build an unstoppable mindset. Eliminate all limiting beliefs. Stop telling yourself why you can't. Start proving to yourself why you can. Adopt a relentless attitude. Winners don't just try, they commit. They don't hope for success, they expect it. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. The second you stop avoiding pain, struggle, and discomfort, you unlock a level of power most people will never reach. Develop mental toughness when things go wrong. Most people panic, quit, or make excuses. But the ones with the strongest minds, they stay calm, they adapt, and they push forward. Visualize your future relentlessly. See yourself winning before it happens. The mind is powerful. Train it to expect success, and your actions will follow. The difference between winners and everyone else, when everyone else stops, winners keep going. When everyone else complains, Winners find a way. When everyone else doubts, winners believe. That's what makes them unstoppable. Your challenge. Flip the switch in your mind right now. Decide that from this moment forward, you are done playing small, done doubting yourself, done letting fear control your actions. You are capable. You are powerful. You are unstoppable. The only thing standing in your way is your mindset. Change that, and you change everything. Chapter 13. Harnessing the power of consistency. Success isn't a one-time burst of effort. It's not about making a big splash or showing up just once. True greatness comes from consistent action over time, small, disciplined steps that compound into monumental results. It's not about the giant leaps. It's about the steady, daily grind. The people who make a real impact are the ones who show up day in and day out, no matter how they feel. Why consistency wins every time? Think about it. How many times have you seen someone start strong, only to burn out because they didn't maintain their momentum? We've all done it. You begin with enthusiasm, set big goals, and feel like nothing can stop you. But over time, the excitement fades. The effort slows down. And before you know it, you're back to where you started. Success isn't about going hard for a week or a month. It's about showing up for the long haul, even when it's difficult, even when it seems like you're not seeing progress. The compound effect. Small actions, big results. Every action you take compounds over time. The little things you do every day, whether it's a workout, working on your business, or reading a book, may seem insignificant in the moment, but they add up. Here's an example. If you read 10 pages a day, you'll finish a book every 10 days. If you work out for 30 minutes a day, you'll be in incredible shape by the end of the year. If you dedicate just 1 hour a day to your business, you'll make huge progress in a year. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year. The key is sticking with it. How to cultivate consistency in your life. Make it non-negotiable. Just like you make time for eating, sleeping, and other priorities, make your goals non-negotiable. Create systems, not goals. Instead of focusing only on the goal, focus on the system that gets you there. Create habits and routines that you don't have to think about. Things that become automatic. Track your progress. Monitoring your progress every day keeps you accountable. When you see your small wins stacking up, it reinforces the habit and fuels your motivation. Embrace the grind. Understand that the grind is where you earn your success. The more consistent you are, the closer you get to achieving your dreams. Focus on one thing at a time. Don't spread yourself too thin. Pick one thing, commit to it, and show up every single day to make it happen. The power of 1% improvement every day. Aim to improve by just 1%. That might sound small, but think about it. In 30 days, you'll be 30% better. In a year, you'll be over 365% better. Success doesn't come from huge, dramatic changes. It comes from the consistent, incremental improvement that happens when you show up day after day. Your challenge. Commit to consistency for the next 30 days. Make a commitment to show up every single day, no matter how you feel. Work towards your goal daily. Don't let excuses stop you. Track your progress and see how far you can go in just 1 month. If you can be consistent for 30 days, you'll have laid the foundation for a lifetime of success. The power of consistency is unstoppable. Will you embrace it? Chapter 14. The importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This isn't just a catchy quote. It's the cold, hard truth. Your environment, the people around you, shapes your mindset, your actions, and ultimately your future. If you want to grow, you need to surround yourself with those who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. Why your circle matters, the people you allow into your life, have an incredible impact on your progress. Positive influences will push you to become your best self. Negative influences will pull you down, feed your self-doubt, and keep you stuck. Neutral influences will leave you where you are, just as good or bad as you were before. Your success depends on who you choose to spend time with. If you're around people who constantly complain, avoid challenges, or have a victim mentality, you will end up adopting those habits. The power of mentorship. One of the most effective ways to grow is to seek out mentors. People who have already achieved what you're striving for. A mentor doesn't just give advice. They show you the path, save you time by teaching you what works, and help you avoid the mistakes they've made. Mentorship speeds up success by providing wisdom and perspective. It helps you stay focused and navigate the obstacles you'll face on your journey. A good mentor believes in you when you doubt yourself. Building a powerful network. If you want to go far, you need to surround yourself with people who will elevate you. Here's how to build a network of people who will support your journey. Seek out like-minded individuals. Find people who share your values, your goals, and your drive. Stay away from energy vampires. Stay away from people who drain your energy and constantly bring negativity into your life. Invest in relationships. Building powerful relationships takes time and effort. Be genuine, supportive, and consistent in connecting with others who inspire you. Surround yourself with people who push you. Seek out those who challenge you to grow, who encourage you to step outside your comfort zone, and who make you feel like you can achieve anything. The right environment fuels success. Your physical environment plays a role in your success as well. A cluttered space can clutter your mind. An environment that's filled with distractions can kill your focus. Create a space where you can be productive, where you feel motivated, and where you are surrounded by reminders of your goals and dreams. Your challenge. Evaluate your circle, take a step back, and evaluate the people around you. Who are you spending your time with? Are they pushing you forward? Are they supporting your dreams? Are they helping you stay focused and motivated? If not, it's time to make some changes. Start surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, challenge you, and believe in your potential. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Chapter 15. Embracing failure as a stepping stone. Failure. It's a word that sends shivers down the spine of most people. It's something that everyone dreads, avoids, and runs from. But what if I told you that failure isn't the enemy? That it might actually be the very thing you need to succeed. Failure is not the end. It's the beginning. It's the turning point where growth happens. The people who achieve greatness aren't those who avoid failure. They are the ones who learn from it, bounce back from it, and use it as fuel to move forward. The truth about failure is not a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of what you've tried. Think about the world's most successful people. They didn't succeed by avoiding failure. They failed, got back up and tried again. And again, and again. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity and was fired from his first job. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. They failed, but they didn't quit. They learned from their failures, adjusted their approach, and kept going until they succeeded. Why failure is essential for growth. Failure teaches you lessons that success simply can't. It exposes weaknesses you didn't know existed. It pushes you to think differently, to come up with new solutions, and to improve. It builds resilience, which is necessary for long-term success. Each failure, no matter how painful, provides valuable feedback. The key is not to let it stop you, but to let it fuel you. The mindset shift. Fail forward instead of fearing failure. Learn to embrace it. See failure as feedback, not defeat. Recognize that each failure is a step forward towards your goals. Fail faster. The quicker you fail, the quicker you learn. The most successful people aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who have failed the most and learned the most from those failures. How to fail the right way. Fail with purpose. Every failure has a lesson. Ask yourself, what did I learn? What can I do differently next time? Don't take it personally. Failure doesn't define you. It's simply part of the process. Keep moving forward. Failure only becomes permanent if you stop. Keep going. Celebrate the small wins. Even if you fail at the big goal, celebrate the small steps you took to get there. Use failure to fuel determination. Let your failures ignite your passion. Let them remind you of your commitment to success. Your challenge. Embrace failure as part of the journey. Think about something you failed at recently. Maybe you tried something new. Or maybe you set a goal that you didn't achieve. Instead of feeling discouraged, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What did it teach you about your approach, your mindset, or your strategy? Now, take that lesson, apply it, and keep moving forward. Success is built on failure. Every time you fall, you have the opportunity to rise stronger, smarter, and more determined. So, next time failure knocks, don't run from it. Run toward it, learn from it, and let it propel you toward success. Chapter 16. The Power of Focus. Mastering your attention in today's world. Distractions are everywhere. From constant notifications on your phone to the never-ending stream of information online, it's harder than ever to maintain focus. And yet, focus is one of the most powerful tools for achieving success. Without focus, all the talent, skills, and potential in the world won't amount to much. It's the ability to concentrate on one task and give it your full attention that turns dreams into reality. If you want to achieve anything significant, you must learn to harness the power of focus. Why focus is the ultimate superpower. Focus is your ability to direct your energy and attention toward what truly matters. And in a world filled with noise, being able to focus on the right things is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who only dream about them. Focused effort leads to mastery. Focused decisions bring results. Focused action drives progress. In fact, focus is one of the greatest advantages anyone can have in an oversaturated, distraction-filled world. It's the force that transforms small actions into monumental achievements. The destruction of multitasking has become a badge of honor in modern life. But here's the truth. It's a myth. When you juggle multiple tasks, your attention is split, and each task receives less focus. This makes you less productive, less efficient, and more likely to make mistakes. Studies show that multitasking actually decreases your IQ and reduces your ability to retain information. Instead of trying to do everything at once, learn to focus on one thing at a time, and you'll get more done and do it better. How to master focus: eliminate distractions. Create an environment that supports your focus. Turn off notifications, close irrelevant tabs, and remove anything that can pull your attention away from what you're working on. Set clear priorities. Know what's most important and focus on that first. Don't get caught up in minor tasks that don't move you closer to your goal. Time block your day. Dedicate specific blocks of time to specific tasks. This forces you to focus on one thing without feeling overwhelmed by everything else. Practice single tasking. Start by giving yourself short periods of time to focus on one task at a time. Over time, you'll build up the ability to focus for longer periods. Take breaks. Your brain needs rest. Take regular breaks to recharge and maintain focus throughout the day. The power of deep work. One of the most valuable skills you can develop is the ability to do deep work. Uninterrupted, focused work that allows you to accomplish far more in less time. It's where breakthroughs happen. It's where your best work is created. To harness the power of deep work, block off time each day when you can work without distractions. Use this time to dive into your most important tasks and projects. Your challenge: master focus to master your life right now. Think about the biggest goal you're working toward. How much time are you actually spending on it each day? Are you focusing on the things that matter most? Or are you letting distractions pull you away? For the next week, commit to mastering focus. Set specific, focused blocks of time to work on your goal. Eliminate distractions. Prioritize what's most important and see how much you can accomplish. Focus is a superpower. When you harness it, you'll find that success becomes inevitable. Are you ready to make focus your greatest weapon? Chapter 17. The art of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the foundation of success. It's the ability to control your actions, emotions, and thoughts in the face of temptations and distractions. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. In a world full of instant gratification, self-discipline is the secret weapon that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who fall short. If you want to accomplish anything worthwhile, you must develop this powerful trait. Wise self-discipline is non-negotiable. Success is not about motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But self-discipline, that's what keeps you going when the excitement fades and the challenges pile up. Without self-discipline, you'll never achieve anything consistently. You'll constantly be swayed by your emotions, your environment, or temporary feelings of discomfort. But with self-discipline, you'll make progress every single day. It's not always worth it. How to build self-discipline? Self-discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you cultivate over time. Here are some powerful ways to strengthen your discipline. Start small. Build discipline by starting with small, manageable tasks. Focus on completing one task at a time. This builds momentum that can carry you through more challenging endeavors. Create routines and habits. Habits are actions you perform without thinking. By establishing strong habits, you can automate your success. Create routines that reinforce discipline, like working out at the same time every day or setting aside time to study or work. Set specific, measurable, and time-bound goals. Knowing exactly what you're working toward makes it easier to stay disciplined. Remove temptations. Self-discipline is about minimizing distractions. If you know something is going to tempt you, eliminate it from your environment. Whether it's social media, unhealthy foods, or negative influences, remove distractions so you can focus on your goals. Hold yourself accountable. Track your progress daily. If you slip up, don't be too hard on yourself. Acknowledge the mistake, learn from it, and get back on track. Accountability is key to maintaining discipline. The power of saying no. Self-discipline often involves saying no. It's about saying no to distractions, no to short-term pleasures, and no to things that will derail your progress. The ability to say no with conviction is a skill that will serve you for life. No to procrastination. No to distractions. No to things that waste your time. By saying no, you're saying yeses to your goals, your future, and your success. The role of delayed gratification. One of the most important aspects of self-discipline is delayed gratification. The ability to resist the temptation of an immediate reward in favor of a greater reward in the future. Successful people understand that sacrificing comfort today leads to greater rewards tomorrow. They know that the work they put in now will pay off later, and that's what keeps them disciplined and focused. Your challenge: strengthen your self-discipline for the next week. Identify one area of your life where your self-discipline is lacking. Is it your fitness routine, your work habits, your eating habits? Commit to making a change. Create a small, achievable goal. Stick to your plan, even when it feels hard. Hold yourself accountable every day. Self-discipline is the key to turning your dreams into reality. It's not about motivation. It's about consistency, commitment, and the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Will you rise to the challenge? Chapter 18. The strength in vulnerability. For years, society has told us to hide our weaknesses, bury our insecurities, and put on a brave face no matter what. Vulnerability has been viewed as a sign of weakness, something to be ashamed of. But what if I told you that vulnerability is your greatest strength? In a world where everyone tries to project an image of perfection, embracing vulnerability allows you to connect with others on a deeper level and unlock your true potential. It's only when we acknowledge our struggles, fears, and imperfections that we begin to heal, grow, and transform into the best versions of ourselves. Why vulnerability is key to personal growth. The truth is, vulnerability is where real change happens. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open yourself up to new experiences, new opportunities, and new levels of growth. Vulnerability allows for authentic connections. When we drop the masks and show who we truly are, we invite others to do the same, building stronger, more meaningful relationships. Vulnerability builds resilience. It's by facing our fears, admitting our mistakes, and acknowledging our weaknesses that we become stronger. Vulnerability creates breakthroughs. The courage to be open about our struggles often leads to the ideas and innovations that propel us forward. Breaking the illusion of perfection, perfectionism, is a trap. It's the belief that you must be flawless in every way to be worthy of success or love. But perfection is unattainable, and the pursuit of it often holds you back from reaching your full potential. When you aim for perfection, you end up suppressing your true self, fearful of making mistakes or showing any signs of weakness. But in reality, the more authentic and imperfect you are, the more relatable and impactful you become. How vulnerability fuels connection and impact in both your personal and professional life. Showing vulnerability can create deeper, more authentic connections with those around you. Show your true self. Stop pretending to be someone you're not. Let people see the real you, with all your strengths and weaknesses. Share your struggles. Talk about your challenges, not as a form of seeking sympathy, but as a way to connect and inspire others. We all have battles we face. Being open about them creates mutual respect and understanding. Embrace imperfection. Understand that mistakes are part of the journey. Each failure is an opportunity to grow, and being vulnerable with your failures humanizes you, making your successes even more impactful. Listen to others. Vulnerability isn't just about expressing yourself. It's also about being open to the vulnerabilities of others. Listening without judgment fosters deep trust and encourages others to open up. The courage to be vulnerable. Vulnerability requires immense courage. It means stepping out of your comfort zone, facing your fears, and risking judgment. But the rewards are undeniable. Vulnerability builds empathy because it shows others that they're not alone in their struggles. It inspires others to take action, knowing that if you can be brave enough to share your truth, so can they. Vulnerability fosters creativity, as it opens the door to new ideas, perspectives, and solutions. Your challenge: practice vulnerability this week. Practice being vulnerable. Speak openly about something you've been hiding, whether it's a fear, a failure, or a personal struggle. Share a part of yourself with someone you trust. Stop pretending to be perfect. Embrace your imperfections and let others see you for who you truly are. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you unlock the potential for deeper connections, personal growth, and true success. Chapter 19. The power of consistency in the pursuit of your goals. You might be tempted to look for shortcuts, hacks, or quick fixes. But here's a secret. Consistency is the real key to success. While talent, intelligence, and opportunity all play a role in your achievements, it's consistency that transforms dreams into reality. Consistency is what takes ordinary efforts and turns them into extraordinary results. It's the daily commitment to keep going, even when things aren't easy, that separates those who succeed from those who give up. Why consistency wins success is not about making big leaps in one moment. It's about making small steps over time. When you stay consistent in your actions, you build momentum. And that momentum propels you toward your ultimate goal. Consistency compounds over time, meaning the more consistent you are, the greater the results you will see. It keeps you focused, even when motivation fades. It creates discipline and reinforces habits that align with your goals. Think of consistency as a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small and slow, but as it picks up speed, it grows exponentially. Over time, small actions become massive achievements. The myth of overnight success, we often hear about people who achieved sudden success. But what's often overlooked is the years of hard work that led up to that moment. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first TV job before becoming a media mogul. J.K. Rowling faced rejection from 12 publishers before Harry Potter was finally accepted. Steve Jobs was ousted from Apple, the company he founded, before returning to lead it to become the tech giant it is today. Their stories aren't about luck or one-off successes. They're about persistence, dedication, and the consistent effort they put in to achieve their dream. How to stay consistent: set clear, achievable goals. Break your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Knowing what you need to do each day keeps you focused. Develop daily habits. Make your goal a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Whether it's working on a project for 30 minutes every day or exercising each morning, small, consistent actions lead to big results. Track your progress. Keep a journal or a log of your progress. Saying how far you've come can be a powerful motivator to keep going. Don't rely on motivation. Motivation is temporary, but consistency is a choice. Focus on your daily actions, even when you don't feel like it. Be patient. Success takes time. Trust the process and know that each small step brings you closer to your goal. The power of 1% improvement. The concept of 1% improvement can change your entire perspective. Imagine improving by just 1% every day. At the end of a year, that small improvement compounds into massive growth. 1% improvement doesn't seem overwhelming. It's something you can commit to every day. It builds consistency without burnout. It allows you to make progress without feeling like you have to make radical changes. Your challenge: commit to consistency for the next 30 days. Commit to doing something small each day that moves you towards your goal. No matter how small the task, do it every day. Track your progress and note any positive changes you see. Refuse to quit, even when motivation fades or challenges arise. Remember, consistency doesn't require perfection. It requires dedication. The more consistent you are, the more progress you'll make. Keep going and trust that the compound effect of your daily efforts will pay off in the long run. Chapter 20. Whether you realize it or not, your environment shapes your mindset, behaviors, and ultimately your success. If you want to thrive, you must take control of your environment. A positive, supportive environment can propel you forward, while a toxic or limiting environment can hold you back. The people you spend time with, the spaces you inhabit, and the media you consume all play a crucial role in shaping your journey. Why your environment matters. We are products of our surroundings. The thoughts we think, the habits we form, and even the energy we bring to the table are influenced by our environment. Your environment dictates your mindset. If you're surrounded by negativity, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs, those things will seep into your own thinking. But if you're surrounded by positive influences, you'll adopt a mindset that encourages growth and success. Your environment determines your actions. If you're surrounded by people who prioritize health, success, and personal development, you're more likely to adopt those habits as well. Your environment shapes your vision. The things you expose yourself to daily, whether it's inspirational books, uplifting conversations, or goals-oriented people, can shift your perspective and inspire you to reach for more. Creating a supportive environment. Surround yourself with positive people. The people you spend time with have a massive influence on your mindset. Seek out those who inspire you, challenge you, and lift you up. Avoid negative or toxic people who drain your energy and limit your growth. Curate your inputs. Be mindful of the content you consume, whether it's books, podcasts, social media, or TV shows. Make sure the things you feed your mind are empowering and motivating. Declutter your physical space. A cluttered environment can lead to a cluttered mind. Take time to organize your space so that it promotes focus, creativity, and peace. A clean and purposeful environment will help you feel more grounded and productive. Establish boundaries. Protect your energy. By setting boundaries, say no to things, people, or situations that drain you or pull you away from your goals. Create a vision-aligned environment. Fill your space with reminders of your goals and dreams. This can be anything from vision boards, motivational quotes, or pictures of your desired outcomes. Make sure your environment reflects the life you want to create. The power of your circle, your closest friends, family, and colleagues, plays a huge role in your success. They either encourage you to grow or hold you back. Surround yourself with people who stretch you. These are the people who challenge your thinking, push you to be better, and support you through tough times. Distance yourself from negativity. If certain people are constantly bringing you down, discouraging your dreams, or making you doubt yourself, it's time to reassess those relationships. Find mentors who inspire you. Look for people who have achieved what you want to achieve. Learn from their experiences, ask for advice, and model their habits. Environmental design for peak performance. Your environment is a tool you can design for success. Whether it's your workspace, your home, or the people you associate with, intentionally curate an environment that aligns with your goals. Set up your space for success. If you work from home, make your workspace inspiring and conducive to productivity. Create rituals around your environment. Set routines that signal to your brain it's time to focus or unwind. These rituals could include things like meditation, journaling, or a morning walk to clear your mind. Incorporate things that inspire you. Keep objects or mementos around you that remind you of your purpose. Whether it's photos, affirmations, or objects tied to your goals, your challenge, redesign your environment, take a step back, and assess the environment you currently inhabit. Are they conducive to your goals? Are the people you spend time with supportive? Is your space organized and inspiring? For the next week, identify one area of your life where your environment could be more supportive. Take action to change it, whether that means decluttering your workspace, distancing yourself from negative influences, or surrounding yourself with more supportive people. Make the shift today. Remember, you don't have to accept the environment you're given. You have the power to design it to fit your vision for success. When you control your environment, you control your destiny.